It's 1-800-LAW-1010, 1-800-LAW-1010.com is where the website is, Cantera. It's Paul Harding from Martin Harding Mazzotti on the phone.
Hey, Paul. What's happening?
Hey, good morning, guys. Not too much. Just trying to stay warm.
Good luck.
If I hit a skunk and get pulled over for speeding, can I go to jail?
Well, the headline is, when we're watching Massachusetts laws, because we know that marijuana is going to eventually be legal here in recreationally legal here in
so
New
we're
York.
wondering how it's going to be here.
But last week in Massachusetts, a court ruled police can arrest you on drug driving charges based solely on their observations. Is that unusual, Paul?
Well, uniquely, it does sound so, but they can actually do it here for alcohol because you can refuse the breathalyzer. Bad thing to do usually, but you can refuse it. The officer can observe things like glassy eyes, slurred speech, unable to perform certain testing, and you can be convicted slowly on that. So the analogy
in the right lane with a bag of Coke and a gun, that'll help. Huh? Like this guy in the story?
Yeah, no, well, and of course he admitted to smoking pot earlier in the day. He had friends in the car. But the truth be told here, they don't have a reliable breathalyzer-style test for marijuana. So it really is going to come down to what they're calling drug recognition experts. They're going to train the police to notice. But the truth be told, they can smell marijuana. It doesn't mean that you are high on marijuana, whether you're even alone in the car. Unlike alcohol, if you're alone in the car, they smell alcohol, probable cause. They can kind of keep going down that road. So it's going to be a tougher thing to test. Now, arrest versus conviction. Even on that case, arrested but not convicted. Again, because you've got to prove beyond a reasonable doubt that the glassy eyes, the slurred speech, the odd behavior was related to the drug use.
The last two lines of the story. The lawyer argued at the trial that Davis, that's the guy in question here, should not be found guilty on the drugged driving and gun charge because of how they got into his car, right?
Yeah, because probable cause is one of those funny things. So once they get the ability to kind of go a little further, now they can start going into the car, right? But if they were it was improper, sort of getting you to the drug. If the drug or alcohol charges is improper, then they wouldn't have found, in this case, the additional drugs and gun.
So you mentioned that there's no validated field sobriety test in terms of drug use. Are scientists working on this? Because that would really help, wouldn't it?
I Googled it quickly yesterday and just saw a bunch of stories about people trying to come to together on it.
What we've got the cop's word versus your word, and that just seems like it's going to clog up the system, in my opinion.
This guy here, I'm glad they arrested this guy.
Sure.
I mean, but, like I asked at the very beginning, if I hit a skunk and then a half hour down the road, if the police officer smells skunk, obviously he's smarter than that. He'll know. He'll get the vibe.
Yep.
So in theory, we got to come up with a way, and I don't think it can be the blood test at the police station because of the way marijuana is in your system. It's weird.
Yep. It may come down to kind of a swab, maybe a saliva swab test, but they don't have anything, and so it's private enterprise that's working on something. If somebody can solve it, they'll sell it all over the country because slowly but surely. All these states are going to have recreational marijuana. It's going to be a problem, and it's going to be really, at this point, super difficult to convict someone, even though the police may witness all these characteristics that would make them think that they're unable to drive.
You know what? It would be great, and I know it's a pipe dream, but wouldn't it be great if everyone was responsible with their marijuana?
Yeah,
seriously, wouldn't it be great if you didn't
all the
smoke it and drive?
All the options, Uber, Lyft,
we would
taxis.
Save, police officers would have an easier time. We'd save taxpayer money. We wouldn't no one would die.
I had a big
we
post
just
with all that written out, and I realized that it didn't matter. They like their own car. It's silly.
I know.
God.
All right, well, we'll keep an eye on this. When's the date for legal weed here in the state of New York, Paul? You got a date for us?
I don't even know that.
Well, I guess there's an over-under, right? So everyone's saying that this summer, that this is, right after this summer, they're going to go through all the procedural stuff. So in the fall, there's hope that there would be a vote. And if it goes the way they think, then in 2020 is what people are thinking, but again, nobody knows.
Well, if I can only live long enough.
Well, I'll need it for my cataracts in 2020.
My glaucoma's killing me. Thanks, Paul.
Paul, thanks so much for clearing this up.
All right.
All right, talk soon, guys.
1-800-LAW-1010, 1-800-LAW-1010.com. Paul Harding, Martin Harding Mazzotti.
Quinn and Cantera, mornings on PYX106.